أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم اللهم صل على محمد وعلى آل محمد وبارك وسلم وصلي عليه. Dear students, welcome again in Pakistan International School Taif Kingdom, Saudi Arabia Virtual Learning System Session 2020. Alhamdulillah, we are at the 8th lecture today of the English Grammar and Composition for Grade 9 and 10 book. Today's topic is dialogue writing. We'll discuss some explanations and rules of the dialogue writing skills, and then I will read for you some sample dialogues. I'm your teacher, Adnan Sabir Mirza. Hope you are enjoying your studies, and this is a new experience for all of us of online classes. Now we shall begin now. Writing dialogue or dialogue writing. As you can see, picture two girls are sitting. My head feels extremely heavy. Silly. That's because our heads are disproportionate to our bodies. One is saying one sentence or giving an argument, the other is arguing the point. So, our day to day discussion is actually dialogue. Definition. Dialogue is a conversation in a story or really any time something is said aloud. When you write dialogue, you are stating the person's exact words. Actually, we will do this. We will write the sayings of persons when they are talking in between. Purpose. Dialogue makes a story more interesting. It can reveal that a character thinks what a character thinks or feels. It also shows what a character's liking or what is the personality. Before going into some basic rules, I want to tell you some important things. Students, dialogue writing is like a drama writing. Actually, it's a script writing. If you are fond of watching movies or dramas, this is the start of it. Here is the platform. Here is the practicing platform for you, in which you can say whatever you want a character to say. Many of you have been doing tableaus and skits on the school stage on different occasions. So the dialogue writing is actually that what you do on stage, not for tableaus or for speeches, but for your skits, for your drama skits. So if you want to excel in this field, I want you to practice more, and this is very easy and interesting. Every one will become something when he grows up or she grows up. It is not necessary you become doctors, engineers. Some people like the arts, some want to become actors, actresses, and some want to become writers. So this is actually the start of your artwork. The dialogue writing is a very important part in your uh, English compulsory paper. Actually, it contains 8 marks, a very big game with a small effort. Um, we have the last question in your paper to do the translation from Urdu to English or write a dialogue between two persons. They give you the situation, what the dialogue will be. But dialogue is basically for the non-Urdu students, non-Pakistani students. Some Pakistani also attempt the dialogues. I encourage most of the students to write the dialogues instead of doing the translation, because when you make mistakes in the translation, when you translate it wrongly, you simply get across. But dialogue writing have a big chance. There is big scope also. It doesn't mean that translation is not important. Translation and dialogue are two parallel questions, whether you can do translation or you can do the dialogue. So if you decide to do the translation, do the dialogue, here is the dialogue lesson for you. So some basic rules are: start a new paragraph each time a new person speaks. Make sure readers know who is talking. Give a balanced mix action and talking. Let all characters have equal say. Try and resolve the discussion by the end of the page or by the end of the dialogue. Rules for the spoken words. The speaker word should be set apart from the rest of the sentence with quotation marks. You can see the quotation mark, the opening quotation marks and the closing. For example, how do you do? Now you see before how there is opening quotation marks, and how do you do question mark, then there are closing quotation mark. Ask Ali. Ask Ali is not part of the saying. Actually, the word was said, how do you do? Who said it? Ali said it. Now we are making it clear that Ali said this. So we are saying the words which were said by Ali. About the punctuation, rules for punctuation: begin the first. This is actually some sort of like you write in uh, direct and indirect sentences. Begin the first word of the spoken part with the capital letter, place and punctuation inside the quotation mark. Look at that. Now we need an exclamation, sign of exclamation. So inverted commas will cover everything. Exclaim Peter. More rule. A comma separates the speaker's tag from the speaker words. The doctor stated, comma, the doctor stated. Now it's the saying of the doctor. Within inverted commas, I think you will feel better soon. So this is the dialogue said by the doctor. So when there is a dialogue between doctor and the patient, you will write the word doctor in the left and put a column like example, and you will write, I think you will feel better soon, in inverted comma, or next, I think you will feel better soon, the doctor stated. Okay. More rules. However, if the dialogue ends in a question mark or an exclamation point, do not add exclamation point, do not add a comma. when the spoken part is before the text. For example, I can't believe I'm going to Hawaii! Exclamation. Now, when there is an exclamation, there is no need of the full stop. Okay? There is no need of full stop when there is exclamation, or there is no need of adding a comma. Okay? So these are the rules. More rules. The spoken words are sometimes interrupted in the middle, and the first part of the spoken words with the quotation mark begin the second with the quotation mark. Use commas to separate the spoken word from the text. Now, this is explained in the example, like it's too late now, within inverted commas. And you see, after now, there is a comma. It's too late now, comma, I said. Full stop. Will have to come back later. Will have to come back later. This is the second part. Now you see, both the sayings of I, which I have said or I had said, are in the inverted commas. Now this is the example of a customer and a clerk. This is a dialogue. The phone broke in a month, said the customer. I want a refund. Now, this is a dialogue between customer and the salesperson or clerk. I'm sorry, sir, you are not entitled to. Entitled to? Entitled to refund. So the clerk replied that, I'm sorry, you are not entitled. I cannot do this. Don't tell me what I'm entitled to, yelled the customer. Replace it or the clerk ran into the back room. The manager came out. If you don't leave this store right now, sir, I'm going to call I'm a cop. The customer blurted. You could call me, but my phone doesn't work. Now, this is very interesting situation. This is very interesting example I've selected for you. So make try to make more lively or more realistic, or you can make funny or whatever situation you. It's up to you. When you are a writer of a drama, mini drama, it's up to you what you can do. A dialogue between a teacher and a student. May I come in, sir? Teacher. Uh, the student said, may I come in, sir? The teacher, yes, stand here. Why do you always come late? As for student and T for teacher. Now, you see, this is the daily situation in our school, in the classroom. Every time some students come late and the teacher asks them and the argument goes on. Now you see what a standard or what a good argument is between the teacher and the student. So it is the bus which makes me late. What time do you leave home? I always leave home at 7:45. How far is your home from here? It's about 3 kilometers from here. Teacher, that's why you get late. You leave your home very late. Now you see the arguments are based on the logic. Question and answer, question and answer. Now students say, sir, I take my breakfast at 7:30 a.m. What time do you get up? Uh, I get up at 7 a.m. Don't you offer your prayer? Not regularly. My dear, it's a bad habit. Change your routine. Always get up early in the morning, offer your prayers, and go for morning walk. Sir, there is no park near our home. Now the students give lame excuses like this, and when they don't want to do anything, they give arguments. You have to be realistic in writing the dialogue. No problem. You can walk along the street in the morning time, take breakfast at right time, and then leave for school. You are right, sir. From tomorrow, I shall never be late. Now the student has come to the right terms. Teacher, good. One thing more, keep in mind, regularity and punctuality conquer the mountains. Now, this is advice from the teacher. A good teacher always guide his students with good quotations and good advice. Thank you very much for your good advice. Can I sit now, sir? So this is the end of the situation. A situation created, started, and it ended well. So you see the argument, you see the reasoning, you see the logical questioning of the teacher, and the level of the student, and at the end you will do whatever is good. Now, before starting the sample dialogues given in your uh, book at page number 28, 29, and 30, there are 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. There are 5 in number. I will read for you. These are just samples. Students, let me make it clear to you that in your federal board exam for grade 9, the examiner will ask you to write a dialogue between like a teacher and a student, or a customer and the clerk, or anything. These are just samples. Um, uh, the board has issued some instructions for your dialogue writing. There should be at least 4 set of dialogue between the two persons. 4 sets means 4 to the 8 dialogue. That excludes the salutations, the hello highs, and the goodbyes. Means closing and opening are not part of the 4 sets. So make it a good one, make it a safe one. So for 8 marks, they have given you actually uh, for each pair of dialogue, they give you 2 marks. So to make it more safer, make it 5. But don't make it too long to get bored or make mistakes. It should be free of grammatical and spelling mistakes, and all instructions given in paragraph and letter writing. They all apply here as well. Dialogue between a teacher and a student. Teacher, hello, Fauziya. You are a bit late today. Fauziya, yes, madam, I'm sorry. Well, what happened? The school bus was right on schedule. It was about to cross the canal bridge when it came to a halt with a jerk. The tire had gone flat. Teacher, I see. It's none of your fault then. Fauziya, one thing more, madam. The driver had no jack with him. He waved to other vehicles, but they would not stop. Nobody seemed willing to oblige at this rush hour. Teacher, well, what did you do then? You came by another bus, didn't you? Fauziya, no, madam. We left the bus where it was and walked up to the school all the way. Teacher, well done. You are a brave girl indeed. Now, girls, let's get going with our session. Now, you see, it's a little bit short, but these are examples. The board has recently given the fresh instructions. This one is a small one, but we can make it bigger. It's not a big deal. Now, dialogue between two students regarding prayers. Osama and Salman. Osama, well, now I would like to take rest for a while. I had my meal, you know, Salman. Okay, you take rest while I fix this picture of uh, landscape on the wall. Where is the sticky tape? So, out there in the drawer. Salman, well, I think this picture needs to be a bit higher up. How do you like it? Osama. Osama, lovely, good, well done. It looked like it looked nice up there. Now let's go for prayer to the mosque. Salman, I am going to the market. I shall not be long. No, prayers first. You hear the muezzin's call for prayer, don't you? Sure, I do. But I am going out. It's very urgent. My motorbike is out at the gate. Sama, there is nothing in the world that ought to be more urgent than a prayer. Sama, I don't really understand it. Art is long and life is short. There is so much to do in the world. There is so much fun games, sports, TV, cricket, World Cup, videos, feature films, fun fairs, shopping, loitering, and break. Sorry, I am going. Son, dear me, who am I told you? Uh, who am I to hold you back? Dear as you are to me, I sincerely wish you pray. Prayers give us peace, freshness, balance, courage, hope, goodness in our short life here on the earth and the eternal goodness in the life hereafter. Salman, I am sick of your sermons, Osama. See, Allah has given us eyes, ears, heart, hands, legs, and brain. Salman, you see such a lovely world is there around us. Great gifts they are, aren't they? We must thank Allah, the merciful, the sustainer. As Muslims, we pray, and this is how we thank Allah. Salman, all right, I fear Allah, I love Him too. I'll go with you. Now he agreed. Now proper reasoning convince others. So this is a good piece of advice for the people who don't pray. You should play your part. Now this is a dialogue. Uh, Another dialogue. 1 minute. Dialogue asking one's way. When you are lost or you want to go somewhere you don't know, so how you will do this? You are talking to strangers. Excuse me, troubling you, sir, but can you tell me the way to the museum? B. Certainly. Keep straight on along this road. Take the first turning to the right, and that will take you to a green square with flagpoles. That is Istanbul Square. Cross it, and you will see a corner of red brick building with a couple of domes. That is the museum. Thank you very much indeed. My pleasure. A goes on walking and takes a wrong turn. He wanders around a good deal, tired and upset. He walks to a passerby. Now he meets the second stranger. A. Pardon me, sir. Does this road lead to the museum? B. I'm sorry, sir. I don't know. I'm a complete stranger here myself. Another gentleman. C. uh, on the hearing this stops. Now, here, students, you see, it was a dialogue between A and B. Then he meets the third person. It should have been A and C. And now another gentleman C on hearing stops. Actually, he is not C. He is D. So there is a mistake. I think. See, yes, keep straight this way for over a mile and a half until you come to Chowk Azadi and then turn to the left. But it's a good way. How far do you think? See, over 2 miles, I should say. It would take a. I would take a bus if I were you. A. What number or route, please? See, take number 117 when you come to Chowkazadi, that will take you to the museum. Thanks. Next is dialogue between a brother and a sister concerning time. Ali, what is the time? Fatima, it's nearly 5 minutes to 8 by my watch. Ali, upon my word, we must hurry up if you are to catch that train for Rawalpindi. Fatima, why? When it is due, is it due out? Ali, at 9:15, exactly. Fatima, oh, never mind, we have plenty of time. Ali, I'm not sure. I'm not so sure of that. What on earth have you been doing? What time did you get up? Fatma, I woke up before 5:30. Then I performed ablution and said my morning prayer. Now breakfast is ready. Don't look at me like that. Ali, for heaven's sake, get ready. We have not a minute to lose. Time flies, you know. So it's also another example. Next dialogue is dialogue between a tailor and a customer. Another way of starting a dialogue to start it with the writing first the situation. You can make your own situation. Write at the top in the packet or with another ink like blue or black ink. Write the dialogue with the other one. Father is about to set up the tape recorder. He calls aloud, "Yes, sir, Ane, come over here, hurry up." They showed up in a minute. Now, this is the situation. This is more lively. This is more like a drama or a skit. Father, you are going to hear a dialogue on the tape now. Yes, sir. Father, what is it about? Well, see this picture. There is a picture of a tailor and a customer. Father switched on the tape recorder. They listen with attention. Tailor. Good morning, sir. What can I do for you? Customer. I should like to be measured for a suit. Tailor. With pleasure, sir. Kindly step this way. What style and shade would you prefer? Customer. I want an ordinary long suit made of brown tweed. How much would the stitching cost? Tailor, I could make you a suit for 200 rupees. It is quite reasonable, sir. Customer, that's right. Tailor, could you manage to call in sometime next week for the try? Customer, yes, just give me a ring. Here is my card. Tailor, very good, sir. Good morning. Father takes out the plug and talks to his kids. Father, what do you say to that, kids? Yes, very interesting, Dad. Annie, Father, I'll hear it again and then we practice. Yes, sir, will act out as the tailor and I shall be the customer. Now, it was a dialogue between a tailor and customer, and it also become a dialogue amongst father, son, and the daughter. So, a family dialogue and a customer tailor dialogue. So, this is up to you. You can make your own situation. This is your own run. This is all. So, students, first of all, you write the rules which I have presented and shared with you in your notebooks and write these dialogues in your notebooks and learn them. And you can also practice writing because we are in a very critical situation. We cannot do that much student teacher interactive activity through YouTube. So, keep yourself busy, keep revising, and keep learning. Improve your vocabulary. Inshallah, things will get better. Let's pray to Allah Almighty to help us in getting rid of this pandemic, coronavirus. and only Allah can help the humanity and the animals. This is getting very critical, and may Allah help, and may He be with us, and He may take mercy on us. Ameen. Thank you very much. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.